Welcome to the third part of the Weekend Dev Challenge 39. So this is basically Hackathon Submission Gateway Project. So in this, basically students are applying for Hackathon, and this is a portal where students can apply for Hackathon, and then we validating or verifying the details, whether the GitHub URL is proper, whether the team is proper, whatever the link they've given is proper and everything. So that's what we'll be doing in this project. So first we have submission.java. So in this, basically we have a constructor. After that, we have a parameterized constructor taking parameters, team name, project title, and GitHub repo URL. After that, we have getters and setters for ID, team name, project title, and URL of the whatever the GitHub URL is there. After that, we have error response. For this, we have error response. After that, we have submission repository. So this is basically for all the errors what we get. This is the error response. Then submission repository. So in this, we have the all the basically submission repository extends JPA and exists by team name. Okay, so basically we have all the team name and all their submissions. After that, we have global exception handler. So in this, we have certain exceptions which can't be tolerated. That is basically, first one is invalid submission. So basically, if you have not submitted properly, then we have an invalid submission. We say gateway 400 bad request, and then again with the timestamp we get it, print it. After that, we have the submission closed. What if the submission is closed, then you can't submit, then it is forbidden. So now we have 403 forbidden, again with the timestamp. Then we have resource not found. If the link or URL, if something is not working, then we have 404 that's saying whatever it is there, not found, bad gateway. Then we have 409 for conflict exception. If one team has already submitted the same URL and you're copying the same thing, then it is conflict because both have submitted the same thing. So that is 409. After that, we have the internal server error, that is basically 500, that internal server error. After that, we have submission controller. So this is the main brain of the program. So yeah, here first is basically we have the constructor injection. Basically for the repository, we have injecting the repository to the constructor. After that, we have the, like I said, this is the exceptions. First one is 403, that is deadline enforcement. If the deadline is this thing done, then we say hackathon deadline has passed, submissions are closed now, then we throw that exception. Then data validation. If the URL is not working, if the git repo URL is null, or if it is not working, then we have to say valid github.com repository URL is required. After that, we have duplicate submission block. That is, if one team is already submitted, then we say a team, and that team name has already submitted this project. Then we save the details to the H2 repository that is inbuilt, and then we have functions for get all submissions using find all. Then we have get submissions using ID, find by ID, and then whatever, if the ID is present, then we give it as the result. If it is not there, then we say submission with this ID was not found. After that, we have the last one, that is basically delete the submission. Again, find by ID, and then we can delete the submission by ID, delete existing submission, or if it is not existing, then we can say it is not existing. We can end the program. That's it. This was simple. So because the deadline was 1st March, then we can't submit it. So I'll just change it to 10th March, and then I'll click on stop, and I'll again run it. So yeah, the project has been submitted. You can see here it is submitted. So now I can click on view on GitHub. It takes me to the GitHub repository. Here it says 404 not found because I'm not given the proper URL, and then here I can delete it. So just one click and I can delete the submission. So let me submit the program now. I hope you guys have understood. There was a deadline problem, so I changed it to 10th March, and now it will work. So yeah, the test case have passed, and that's it for this video. That's the next video. Thank you.